Hey, what up, what up? Thanks for checking out my app. And if you happen to catch the last one, you probably got a good idea of what today's ride is. But it's April Fool's. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha. On the real though, today's ride is the first whip I was ever rewarded for my efforts in this game. So proud of younger me. Not gonna lie though, this ride is squirrely. And the first thing I did on my way to the custom shop was smash it up in spectacular fashion too. But I figured once this ride was modded all the way to the top, it'd be perfection. And I was damn wrong about that as well. I drove this whip for about 4 days before garaging it over a year ago. Literally, it's been collecting digital dust because I haven't had it out since. But I figured with it being April Fool's, I decided to give it a second shot. A chance to be more than mid. A chance at redemption. So, without further ado, I present to you, for your, and only your entertainment, what I consider the worst car I've ever driven through the streets of Los Santos. The Ocelot Virtue. This is AMJ Custom. I'm your driver, AMJ. Let's get to it. All right, here we are down at the garage. Time to get to work. All right, first things first. Well, first things first, listen to that motor. Oh, that engine, that sound is music to my ears. A lot of people may not know this, but the Ocelot Virtue was based off of the Lotus Evija. I think I've got that name right, Evija. So that's the real life counterpart. All right, first things we're going to do, like last time, is the Abbott, which is armor brakes, engine, tranny, and turbo. So I've done all that already. That is all the way up. So we are moving to bumpers, front bumpers. Now this car, I gotta say, this is a beautiful car. This is something we can really go race wild on. So let's see what they've got. Stock bumper. I mean, the stock bumper alone is already just massive. But let's see what they got. Primary splitter. Okay, secondary. Oh, these are colors. All right. All right. I'm not a fan of the suspension strut bars, so I tend to stay away from those. I do like, look how massive that thing is. I do like it though. All right. Oh, that's a little garish. That's a little big. Look at the gap on the left-hand side. You can put your arm through there. Well, baby's arm. And then what? One with carbon. Let's see. I'm guessing that's carbon. Super bolt-on splitter. Oh, secondary and primary. All right. What? No. That looks like a dustpan attached to the front. We're passing on that. All right. That's in carbon. So back to that. So I think... I'm gonna go for a dark color on this. So I'm gonna do it. All right. Primary it is. Rear bumpers. You can't really tell the difference. Oh, that's kind of cool. Primary trim. All right. I kind of dig that actually. Secondary trim. Oh no, this is where, all right, it's going to get a little too wild for me. Oh, so that's it. All right. Primary it is. All right. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What's next? Engine's already done. Canards. So we've got, all right. Those look like they actually do more. And those are just too big. All right, we're passing on that. Horn lights, livery. I'm gonna come back to livery mirrors. It doesn't, oh, that's interesting. Damn. I mean, it was clean. Oh, it looks kind of weird now. It is a clean silhouette. Oh, you know why? Because in the real version of this car, it doesn't actually have side mirrors. It has cameras that come out of the side. So GT or Rockstar actually did that. Oh. I mean, from the front, it looks weird without them. That looks proper. But from the side, well, I guess I'll be seeing this mostly from behind, right? I think I'm going to put some on. So the question now is carbon. Let's go for primary for right now. Plate, it came with the plate from the last dose mission, so I'm going to leave that on. I wonder if I can change it to, where is it? Black and yellow. I don't know what colors I'm gonna, well, I've got an idea of what color I'm gonna go. Where'd that go? All right, rear canards. All right. Oh. And then plastic fin racing canards. I gotta say, I think I like it without the canards. I think it looks cleaner here. Do they help? Well, traction's all the way up, so I've got no clue. All right, what's next? Respray, roof. What do we got on the roof? Okay, I'm liking that one. No. I gotta remember to stop buying these cars in white. Well, actually, this car, like I said, I won it. I was rewarded it for the last dose. So I actually stripped it down to do the review today. But I gotta remember in the future to stop painting these cars white. It's super hard to see them here in the light. I think I'm gonna go with the Sport Race. Skirts. Primary, that's too big. Okay, I do like the wing. Primary street skirt. Got it in second. Got it in carbon. That might be nice in carbon. I'm thinking of purple. I don't know why. So the wing is closer and taller. Yeah, I like that wing better. Okay, that's in primary, that's secondary, and then they got it in carbon. No. Okay, so I got the design. All right, I'm gonna go with carbon for now. Spoiler. So, driving this over here, this has active aero. It's actually got the pop-up spoiler on the back, so I'm hesitant to get rid of it. It's a cool touch, but on the top of that, like I said up top, I never liked driving this car because of the traction and it just couldn't handle. But I noticed that with the spoiler, with the active aero spoiler, well, maybe it's just because it's been a year, but I feel that it handles a lot better. So I'm a bit worried. Damn, that is massive. I like the spine down the middle though. It's got it in carbon. Oh. I mean, that is impressive. So it's only plastic when it's what should be carbon. That looks so tight. Okay, I'm gonna leave it with the no spoiler with the active aero. There is another spot we gotta hit before we can start testing this. So I'm gonna drive over there, see how I like it without, and then maybe I'll put one on. All right, sun strip. I mean, that actually looks cool in white, but the car's not staying white, so no. Suspension. Well, this is stock already. I'm gonna leave it as stock. Trunk. Secondary, carbon. Well, I guess, okay, I don't think I want carbon. Wheels. I'm gonna come back to those. Windows. All right, let's get to paint. Metallic. And, oh, that's a little shiny. So I take it the roof then is secondary. All right. But the midnight purple. All right, midnight purple. Let's put on a pearlescent. Oh, it's already got the bright purple on there. Midnight purple. Oh, that makes it look blue up front. Oh yeah. No. Ooh, what was that? That's that bright purple. All right. Oh, it's already on. Perfect. Done. Secondary color. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. All right, for the trim, I know it would be standard to go with a purple. I mean, it does look pretty clean in here. But I think I'm gonna go with, I was thinking black. I accidentally went down to graphite. I think this is close to the dashboard. Or not the dashboard, the glove box. I think this is the same as the glove box. So I'm gonna go with graphite and we're gonna keep it pushing. All right. Where do we leave off? Wheels and windows. As you know, I'm not a fan of limo tint. Yeah, I think, I mean, you can hardly tell the difference. All right, dark smoke it is. Going with the standard. Wheels. I mean, these are kind of fly. High end, but this is the type of car that you can put on some crazy. Oh, that looks nice and black too. I figured it would, but I'm thinking these. I've been wanting to put these on something, and I have no idea what else they would go on. Yeah, I'm going with the carbon shadow. I mean, I don't know what other car I'm ever going to put these on, so I'm doing it. All right. Can they be painted? They can. Is this like the Tauros where there's going to be a whole bunch of chrome trim? Let's see if we put some color on there. Oh, it's only just that lip. All right, well, that's not bad because if it's black, then it's not going to be like the Tauros. Let's go with carbon black. Put that Xeon kit on. All right, I wanted to come back and put on the spoiler, or the wing, excuse me. Well, it's under spoilers, that's why I read it. And that is mean. I have it in plastic. No, that just looks dull. And the secondary is all right, but I think that's what we're going for. All right, trunk. No, if you can see where the trunk ends, you can see the A-pillar on the windshield. If that had connected, if that secondary color had connected, I would do this. I would totally rock this. But the fact that they don't connect, it looks like an add-on piece, it looks like a secondary idea. We're skipping on that, and we're definitely not doing carbon. All right, last but not last, we have livery. The white stripe, all right. Oh, the yellow's not bad. White again, double stripes. What is this? Oh, this is 2 stripes in the back. Black diagonal racing stripes. How far is the entire back of the car? If I had, well, it looks like 2 different colors. The roof and the door look like 2 different colors. Had I actually come in here first, I might have picked this, but I'm not liking the 2-tone in the yellow, and I don't think this goes. And I don't like the fact that the yellow doesn't continue past what the hell is that? This is an electric car. I was gonna say the window, the engine window, the engine cover window, but I just realized this is an electric car, but there is something back there. Let's see here. What is this? Oh, it's up on top. Is that the British flag? Camo? Oh no. Wow, you can see the pearlescent through it. That is fly. Oh, I love that on the back. All right. Nope. Okay, I want to respray primary metallic here. Just because I want to see exactly what the liveries are. Okay, there's the stripes. Oh, it's the entire back. I mean, all right. Oh. Okay, no, I'm gonna pass on that. Okay, so we're gonna go back to, yep. And then we can, where is respray? Respray. Change the color, primary color, metallic, and midnight. Okay. All right. That is everything. Done is done. Like I said, we've got one more stop to make before we can get to testing. So I'm going to drive on over there and I will meet you there. All right, here we are at my agency. We're going to get a little Monty Tech on here. This is the first ride we've ever built with the Monty Tech. Yay for us. All right, here we are in the agency garage. We are going to put on some Monty Tech. There's remote control unit or missile lock-on jammer, which is the obvious choice. So there we go. And it is time to take this outside, see how it performs. I think I'm going to keep the wing on. It's too short of a drive for me to notice any changes between what I've been driving earlier and now. But I'm worried. I'm fearful about this, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's take this bad boy outside. Head down to the Los Angeles Rivers for the Grease Lightning, and let's put up some numbers. All right, here we are. We've got our car out in the sun, and hot damn, does it look good in purple. It's a good looking car all around. Really digging the pearlescent. It's the same color as the secondary, which is the cockpit, the roof, and it just shines. You can see it in the back where the black livery is. The whole back of the vehicle is black, if you recall, from that striped back, and you can still see the pearlescent. It looks so clean. Really digging this. All right, let's take a look under the hood and see what we get. Okay, that's interesting. So the back, I wonder if that's because I got this giant wing on it. The back doesn't open, but here, let me move in a little closer. You can see there is some type of power plant back there, even though this is an electric car. So I'm not sure if the actual Lotus has this. I'll probably look it up. But at this very moment, I'm not certain, because that would imply that there's no batteries in the bottom. They're just all in the back like a mid-engine vehicle, which is cool. I like that idea. Okay, so let's go with first things first. The trunk space, itty bitty. Nothing's going in there. Maybe your handgun or submachine. Moving over to the doors. These are dihedral and they look fantastic opening up. Really love them. The detail that went into them, we'll have to look at this once we get inside. But the detail, you can see it in the passenger door. The detail that just went into them. Oh, and the seats. Look at the stitching on the seats. That looks just fantastic. This whole car is just beautiful. All right. Oops, a little too far. Let's go inside. and we'll take a look and see what we've got. And I am still very happy with the side mirrors. And I'm glad I didn't do them in carbon either. All right, that click that you heard, that was the startup. That's all you get. Got some paddle shifters behind the wheel. You cannot see the parking brake indicator. What about the lights? Can't see that either. But as you can see, they are on. Well, now they're off. In the back, if you're curious, it's just this wall. I was honestly curious. I wanted to see if you could see what the power plant looked like from this side. Rockstar didn't give you all that. Great custom seats. Got the name Ocelot in the headrest. And they look like carbon fiber seats with, as I pointed out, some fabulous stitching on them. The door looks immaculate. Perfectly designed. Love the little kick panel down there, the scuff plate. Love the center console. The dials, the knobs, the switches, the little display, media player. Everything in here is just 10. This was a great, you can even see the texture in the headliner. This is probably the best interior I've reviewed. Beautiful in here. All right, with all that said, let's get on to the other end of this canal and get to the Grease Lightning. All right, here we are down in the Los Santos River. Line this up right there on the crack. Good enough. All right, what we're going to do here is take the Virtue and make a Grease Lightning run. We're going to run all the way through the river here, down the river here, all the way down to the other end. There's a set of barrels. That's going to be our finish line. The run's about, I think, 3 miles or so, somewhere around there. This is a quick car. I can tell by the acceleration. I imagine this is going to eat up the competition. I think this is going to put down some new numbers that we've never even seen before. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, mark. Instantly, boom. I mean, 0 to 60 on this. I knew that this was going to be hot kicking off the line. I was expecting something close to this, not 100%, maybe half of this for the Toros, but the Toros just felt sluggish. I mean, we're already at the double arches. I wasn't expecting speed this high out of the Toros. And it's so quick, we're already at the end. I know that this is going to be the leader to beat on this Grease Lightning run for a long time. And across the line. Hot damn. That was an awesome run. Time for the slalom. All right, here we are at the pier. We just finished our Grease Lightning. I'm gonna kiss this up. Bink. There we go. Perfect. We're here at the pier to do our slalom run. We are gonna start where we're at, slalom all the way up in between the light posts, get to the far end of the pier, spin it, slalom all the way back down, spin it down here, power hard up on the right hand side, full bore straight, get to the top again, flip it one last time, slalom through and across the line. Let's give this a shot. I am definitely concerned because the Virtue is one of those cars you can take to the limit, and once you get to the limit and you push it a little past, you're dead. And I imagine on this slick pier, we're gonna have some issues. So let's see how it rolls. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, ooh, that was not a bad start. I was just about to say, because of the instant torque with this vehicle, come on, go, 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 go. So quick. I'm betting this is just going to dominate all of the challenges. I don't think there's going to be a single challenge that this car, which I hate driving, can't beat. And across the line. That's that. On to Zancudo for the brake test. Sorry, my guy. That's twice now. All right, welcome back to Fort Zancudo. We are here, as always, to do our brake test. What I'm going to do is line this up right here. Kiss the back. That's a little bit more than a kiss, but it's all right. The goal here is that we are going to run the Virtue, all the way down from this set of blue lights down to the far end of the runway. There's another set of blue lights down there. Once we get to those blue lights, we're going to hit the brakes and we'll see where things go. So, all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, mark. Quick acceleration, just like in the grease slide. We're already down the first 30. This thing is a monster in the flats. Coming up on the second 30, there's not even time to talk about it. Pretty soon we're going to be down at the other end and then the test is going to be over. There are the blue lights and stop. Look at that. Beautiful. We are on this side of the green, safely in the safe box. This is the safe box here. Blue to green is the safe box. And the Virtue, it's got that acceleration. It's got the grease lightning. Got the braking done. The cannonball when that comes up, those are going to be the big questions, putting it all together. In fact, let's go find out how that's going to turn out right now. Let's get down to Rogers and we'll get to it. I'll meet you there. All right, here we are at Rogers Salvage and perfect scrap. What we're going to do here is we're going to drive the Virtue, all the way through downtown Los Santos. We got some straights here, there's some hills. We're going to hit the mountains, there's some twisties, there's a little bit of a hill climb. We're going to get back to the backside, come down all the way through on this side, end up in Stab City. This should be a hectic but a fun run to make. All right, we're going to wait for traffic here. 3, 2, 1, mark. My turn. All right. This bad boy, I really think is going to end up being king of the hill on this. It is just super quick. I think it's going to be a long time before I can find something to replace or to knock it off its throne. This car can be a bit of a handful. It gets really squirrely in the turns. Even for having such great brakes, nice cut on the corner. So average time for this is about 3 minutes, but I definitely guarantee this car will be a lot less. I'm thinking somewhere around 247, maybe a low 250. Oh, coming through. Easy to control for the most part. Let's see, can we clear the intersection here? Oh, over a car too. Oh, that's definitely going in the slow-mo. Geico corner. All right, up into the hill climb. It's kind of hard to see. Can't see oncoming traffic. Here we go. All right, coming up to the top of the mountain. Issue I've noticed with this, and I'm pretty sure this is all-wheel drive, is the late braking. I love late braking. Give me about 450, 550 horses, 6 gears. Blind man's curve. There we go, and I am in heaven. So with this, the late braking is definitely an issue. All right, coming down the backside. Normally around here, I shut up so you can hear that exhaust note, but, well, you can listen to the whirl. Wasn't that amazing? All right, coming out of it, into the follow through. I'm gonna take these cars on the outside, coming past the refinery. So easy over here, so easy. This is just cruising under the railroad, cross the river, into Stab City, and across the line. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Time for final thoughts. As a mode of transportation from A to Z and all in between, the Virtue is terrible. It's squirrely at high speeds, and the instant torque means there's very little finesse at low speeds. Mid is a perfect adjective. Whenever I had to respawn it, usually from crashing it up, I found myself staring at it. The striking lines mixed with curves. The massive cafeteria table size wing molded into the back. The front splitter, the loop that is the taillights, the cutouts and chamfers, the paint that goes from blue to purple to black. This ride excites, just standing still. The Virtue isn't a car, it's art. Art is defined as something that evokes an emotion and has no other purpose than to exist. I start this review with a sincere hate for this whip, but if you take all of its purpose away, if you just stop and stare, it loses its hate and frustration and becomes a thing of beauty. And for a short time, the Virtue becomes the only whip on the road. Sure, it set a few benchmarks for all 3 tests and now owns the Cannonball Run record. And I imagine it'll hold that crown for a long, long time to come. Individually, this would put the Virtue at 5 stars. But as soon as you think you have a feel for it, as soon as you think you understand it, right into a pole you go. And all that hate and anger just comes flooding back. If asked, should you get a Virtue? The answer is absolutely no. It's not a ride suitable for anyone. Barely suitable for anyone. It takes a certain amount of dedication and concentration that most just don't have. It's difficult to tame, and when you turn your back on it, it'll bite you in the ass, sending you into a barrier, bush, or a building. As stunning as the Virtue is to behold, and as dazzling as the straight line speed is, the Virtue is just too unstable, too uncontrollable, too virtue-less. Everyone gets this car for free, tricks it out, drives around for a couple days, then garages it. Ever wonder why? It's a plastic participation trophy for a game no one wants to play. So, does the Virtue deserve the hate? After this week of tearing up the Los Santos asphalt, crashing into cars, poles, and even climbing a few trees, I can say I've weirdly softened on the Virtue. Just a bit. Hate might be too strong of a word, too much of an emotion, but I still sincerely dislike the Virtue as a ride. As art, it's 5 stars that needs to be showcased on a pedestal. But as a ride, it just can't rate any higher than a 2-star wanted level whip. Time to put this ride back in the garage. Maybe not for a full year, but definitely an easy 6 months. Well, that's it. You made it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you could do some of the YouTube things of like and subscribe and leave a comment, that'd be awesome. In the meantime, though, summer's coming up, and I've got a few cars in the pipeline that are specifically tailored just for that. So, until then, you take it easy, and I'll see you in those mean streets of Los Santos. Later. Damn, I've been wanting to do that all video.